Hi, Henry. Congratulations on 20 years at Fairfax Presbyterian. They've been a great 20 years. Thank you so much for being a part of our family, being our spiritual guidance. Thank you for everything you did at the time of my mother's passing and at all the important events in our lives.
Also, we're hiking the Cross County Trail. Why not? Thank you for, doing so much, marrying Jessica and Andrew, confirming both of our sons, Clark and Ken, and being part of us. And we wish you a great anniversary. We wish you many more years. And we wish you could join us for more hikes. And we look forward to more glasses of wine. And I hope you have few regrets. One of the regrets that I have is that at one point while you were in the sermon, someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Are you Henry's brother?" And to this day, I regret that I told the truth and said no, because think of the damage I could have wrought. And I think about that every time we are in a hike. So, Henry, thank you so much. I'm going to go around and turn it over to Sarah.
Thanks again, Henry, and thank you for just being a part of everything that's important to us. We look forward to 20 more years of great sermons and lots more good walks in the woods and glasses of wine. Take care. Best wishes.
There's a quote that says something like, life is beautiful not because of what we do, but the people we meet along the way. And Richard Rohr has this quote that's really been sitting with me lately that is, God comes to you disguised as your life. And I want to share those as I start because you came to me disguised as my life. God, FPC, and the opportunity over these last 20 years to be led by you, to serve with you, to learn what leadership looks like under your tutelage. It's been such a blessing, and the continuity of seeing your steadiness, your willingness to have uncomfortable conversations and be incredibly considerate of other people, always inclusive, but always willing to stand your ground, has really taught me an enormous amount. And I hope that I've grown into a better leader than I would have been otherwise. And I'm confident that I'm a better person. So I am really excited to spend this next season learning under you even more what pastoral care and ministry leadership looks like. I need to lean hard into my 8-wing 9, and I have the ultimate mature 9 to spend more time with, standing in for Yenna while she's on her sabbatical. So I am just going to sponge up all of that awesome peace and calm and fortitude that you have, that you always display. Goodness, I am really just so, I'm thinking through now, one of my favorite memories is, of course, a wonderful failure. As you remember, I got divorced early at FPC. I was mortified. It was my first public failure, and I think you were the first person I told outside of my immediate circle, and I was so uncomfortable. And your ability to make me feel comfortable, make me feel okay in a moment where I felt really marked. I think it really put me on a path to feeling like it was okay to not be okay, and it was okay to be imperfect, and that I was home at the church, even in that space. So I just want to thank you for showing me that leadership is not about succeeding. It is about taking care of the people who you serve and displaying leadership qualities, which are first and foremost to love people. So congratulations on 20 years of lighting the Christ candle. Thank you.
Hey Henry, I sit here and record this video with Dean Smith looking over my shoulder, and since it's basketball season, I know you really would appreciate that. As we celebrate 20 years of your service at Fairfax Presbyterian Church, I I don't even know what to say except you started pastoring when you were 12. We had some prompts that Isaac sent out, perhaps what in your 20 years meant the most to me of your pastoral relationship. I wasn't there for the 20 years, but I certainly was there for over 10 of it, and there's not a day that I don't miss working for you. That is very true, which is kind of scary since I'm my own boss, so apparently you are a better boss than I am, and that doesn't surprise me either. You are more than a pastor and a friend. You are a brother to me. I cannot even begin to tell you how much I love you, I respect you, and I look to you for so much advice and guidance, and you always give it to me. You are always that calm voice when I'm freaking out. And another prompt that we had was, which moment stands out to us as far as your leadership to us? And I have to say, you've always stuck by me. We have been through some really, really happy, joyous times and funny times, and we've been through some struggles. And you have been honest and kind and caring, and you are just beyond reproach for your integrity and your character. Even though you're not Christian, I still love you, and you've managed to pull off 20 years of being a pastor not being a Christian. But truly, Henry, you are one of the best people I've ever known, and I love you, and Fairfax Presbyterian is so blessed to continue to have you there. Take care, and being this is your birthday month too, happy birthday, and I look forward to celebrating with you soon. Bye.
You never thought Tips for Romance was by me and Henry, did you?
Hello there, Henry Brinton here, the Reverend of Romance.
That is not in our script.
The pastor of personal relationships.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
The minister of marital mysteries.
Now that's not fair.
As someone who's been married for almost 30 years, I've come to fully understand that romance is something you have to work on. I have found that most of the time you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're dissatisfied with the romance in your life, you might want to pay attention.
Yes, Henry, you are correct. And although I've not been married for 30 years, God bless Nancy Brinton. I pray for her every day. I did go to kindergarten with my husband, dated him in high school, was best friends with him for years. So we have about 43 years together and are aware that there are things that we need to pay attention to in the romance department.
So here are the things that Nancy and I feel you really need to know. If the only time you go away for a weekend is to a Carolina basketball game, you might need to work on your romance.
If the last time you kissed her passionately was when Duke beat unbeaten Virginia, you might need to work on your romance.
Fair enough. If you wear a Carolina sweatshirt, Carolina sweatpants, and Carolina socks to bed on your anniversary, you might need to work on your romance.
Not a word, Terry White. If your idea of a chick flick is American Sniper, you might need to work on your romance.
If the last time he ran his fingers through your hair, he was checking for ticks, you might need to work on your romance.
That's happened. Yesterday. If you buy her lingerie from Home Depot, you might need to work on your romance.
But I like Home Depot. If the only time you stop taking phone calls, turn off the lights, and lock the door is when I'm trying to call you, you might need to work on your romance.
No offense, Henry, but your phone calls do go to voicemail. If your idea of a smoking date is taking her to the shooting range, you might need to work on your romance.
If the three little words you say to him most often are Grace Youth Fellowship, you might need to work on your romance.
And if for your anniversary, you reserve a room at the seminary for a weekend of intensive New Testament Greek, you might need to work on your romance.
Nancy, I hope that you and Terry have a great anniversary in the month of March. And since my wife Nancy is homesick tonight, I am going to take her some leftover variety show pizza.
Henry, you really need to work on your romance. And I hope that Nancy will celebrate your anniversary with you in April after this one.
We both need to work on our romance.
Hi, Henry. I just want to wish you congratulations on being at FPC for 20 years. That's an amazing record. And even though I've only been here for 7 of those 20, just wanted to say to you that you're a wonderful head of staff, and you take great care of the staff and support us so that we can be more effective and do our jobs to the fullest of our ability. And also that you're just a terrific pastor. I love watching your interactions with the congregation. Enjoy how you talk to the kids for kids moments, and I just think you've got all the right stuff. And so I just wish you the very best and hope that we can keep you until I want to retire. So, because it's such a great working relationship with the entire staff, but I really enjoy working with you as the director of music. So all the best. Thanks for all you do.
Laura, congratulations on your 20-year tenure at FPC. I am ever grateful for your leadership and your bringing me into the fold more than 15 years ago. And just your reassurance right from the very beginning that somebody who was half Jewish, half Catholic, married to a Hindu would be more than welcome, in fact, encouraged to join your church, and would be more than welcome there. And I've felt that ever since. And especially grateful for the way that you have really welcomed and encouraged just an ever-expanding, welcoming circle of all types of faith in the community, through writing, through service, through conversations, through public speaking, all those areas of growth that I have felt, and opportunities to serve and to lead, which I would have never gotten outside our community. And so I thank you for encouraging that in me, encouraging that in members, encouraging that in the interfaith work that you do for us. And so thank you for your initial welcome into the community, in the community of faith, and the ongoing welcome that I have felt throughout your tenure of leadership. And I am grateful. Again, congratulations, and look forward to your continued leadership for years to come.
Hi, Henry. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary of serving as pastor for Fairfax Presbyterian Church. As a congregation, we thank you so much for your service, and we look forward to having you serve for many more years, and hopefully that will be the case. Matt and I are particularly thankful for you in that you helped us to make Fairfax Presbyterian Church our home church after several months of looking for a place. As you know, we were in the process of looking for a place to get married, and that first day that we showed up for a Palm Sunday service, she made us both feel so welcome and accepted, and for that we are forever grateful. So please keep being the wonderful person that you are, and Matt and I definitely look forward to having you be our pastor for a long time to come. Again, congratulations, Henry.
Friends, we are gathered here this afternoon to thank God for the life of Ezzy Tara Obasi and to celebrate her passage into life everlasting. Welcome, all of you, to Fairfax Presbyterian Church. This is a house of prayer for all people. Here you can bring your shock, your sadness, your grief, and your gratitude. You can gather up all these emotions and lay them before the God who loves us and who will hold us up even in a time of loss and death. Hear these words of promise from Holy Scripture. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. I am the resurrection and the life, says the Lord. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. Come to me, says Jesus, all you that are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear.
Hi, Henry. Congratulations on 20 years at FPC. I've only known you for 3 of your lineage, but I know that the community is blessed to have you. And I appreciate you being our head of staff, your calm demeanor, your perfect kindness, and your appreciation of the work that I do, and my little family of Hurley and Addie, and allowing us to come into the church as a head of staff member. It is a new thing to have your dogs come with you to work, so I appreciate your givingness in that way, and I'm sure the church appreciates all that you give to the community. So blessings on 20 and blessings on many, many more.
Henry, congratulations on your 20th anniversary at Fairfax Presbyterian Church. You are a great mentor and a colleague, and one of the many things I admire and appreciate about you is the way you bring your best non-anxious self to difficult situations we encounter in ministry. You help me to tap into my own strength and find calm and bring non-anxious self. So so that I can be a more effective leader in those situations. I also appreciate the way you recognize my gifts and abilities and allow opportunities for me to utilize them, even when I have not even recognized those gifts or abilities myself. So thank you. And I'd like to also give a shout out to Nancy. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing Henry with FPC community and supporting him so that he can bring his best self to us to bless and lead and guide us and build us up. Many blessings on your journey. Thank you. Bye.